What's going on, guys? Alex, Mr.Snitchy here, and welcome to another episode of the Friday Ramble. This is a video series where I take your questions and ramble on about them for a time. If you guys want to be featured on an upcoming episode, two things you can do. Number one, leave a comment down below in the description, or in the comments. And number two, send me a Twitter message. My Twitter is always linked down below after every video. So the reason I want to do this as kind of a face cam Friday Ramble is because of all the algorithm Ad Pocalypse 2, I guess you want to call it, kind of stuff. So I'm going to give it in three parts. One, a YouTuber standpoint. Two, for most videos I've seen they haven't talked about the advertiser standpoint. And three, just as me as a person, how I feel about it. So the first thing I want to talk about is from a YouTuber's point of view. Now, me being a 5 sub channel, I don't really make any money, not yet, at least a couple years, month from now, who in the hell knows. This video might get 20,000 views, just who in the hell knows. So from a YouTuber standpoint, it sucks because number one, you cannot, I guess, flag the video as maybe, hey, can you review it for me? If it's more than 7 days old and has, I think, 1,000, you have to have at least 1,000 views on it. So let's say we go back and let's say, I don't know, the Che Regotti review, which I think I did a couple months, I think almost 10 months now? Could be wrong. I think in roughly 10 months. So if, let's say that video gets flagged and it has 100,000 views on it, it gets flagged. I can't physically go back in there and say, hey, there's nothing wrong with this video, you guys, you can review it, please remonetize it. I can't do that. So let's say that video, for whatever reason, the Che Regotti gets awful, or really good, even better than it is before, and that video jumps to 300,000 views. For those 200,000 views, I'm not getting paid, or the YouTuber's not getting paid. A guy that I watch on YouTube, Preach Gaming, he does a lot of World of Warcraft stuff. He has his best friend and his wife on his team, and they have a series called Drama Time where he will read stories from submitted people that have submitted stuff. They have a web show that is a little sexual, whatever you want to call it, but that's their main ad revenue, just because you can binge watch it. I've watched it. You can just keep it on and you can just keep going and going and going. They got multiple years of this stuff, and as he said in his video, that's all gone. So if, let's say, you're making $100,000 a year on a channel, you can probably survive off that, at least where I live, but you're paying two people, one's your wife, one's your best friend, and 90% of your revenue goes away. So instead of making $100,000 off YouTube a year, you make $10,000. Obviously, that's not very sustainable. However, I won't put this entirely blame on the creators. YouTube is kind of doing a terrible job about this, telling them what keywords trigger this and what kind of content isn't allowed. I know it says offensive language, sexual themes, other. They need to be a little more open about this. If they're not, it really does not help the creators. And if the creators start to fall, advertisers won't want to invest. YouTube goes down, and it's just kind of a little bit of a domino effect. So it sucks. They need to be a little more open about this, such as what keywords trigger it, how vulgar, and who the hell's advertising on the videos, because I don't think anybody can see who's advertising on the videos until after it goes live. And maybe, they do a little better job saying, like, Pepsi does not want to show ads on this type of video. Maybe it doesn't have swearing. Oh, Pepsi doesn't want that video. Maybe if it's G Fuel or Monster, swearing's fine. Just no sexual connotations in the video. Like, just down that road, whatever. And I think that might help them a lot, because as we all know, YouTube, they do one ginormous pass through and then they tweak it a little bit. Send the second pass through until they're happy with it. Maybe an advertiser says, hey, I don't want my video in front of this, please do another sweep. Do that, and then these channels keep getting demonetized on the videos. However, if you've done it within the last 7 days and you have the tools, because they're slowly rolling those out to creators, then you can say, hey, that video right there, There's nothing wrong with that. I didn't say anything bad. Nothing controversial. Nothing. Can review it. Oh, cool. Got monetized again. However, if let's say I got 9 pages of videos that are all demonetized, and I know half of them have no bad language in it and stuff like that, I can't go to 99% of those videos and actually remonetize them. That's like just gone. You could just, re-upload them all. It's a terrible thing to do, but you might have to. I mean, it's whatever you're gonna do. So enough rambling about that. Let's do it from the advertiser's point of view. Now, from the advertiser's point of view, I feel that this is a good thing for them. You're like, wait, but you said it's a bad thing for the YouTubers. Well, yeah, but if ad revenue is the main source of revenue for the creators, I think you'd want brands to, I guess, kind of know what they're advertising in front of. And let's say I'm a no-kill shelter, and I'm advertising in front of something, and it's, I don't know, something way out of left field. It's eating dog. I don't know. First thing came to my head. But I'm, as a no-kill shelter, I'm not going to want to advertise in front of that. Now, I know before all this happened, Ad Pocalypse, a couple months ago, maybe this is the Ad Pocalypse 2 or the ad bubble bursting, but I think advertisers had one option, and I think that was, I want to say, like, controversial stuff. So if I didn't like swearing on my company, I don't like swearing, and my product is being displayed in front of some profanity filled video, let's say just one of my road to whatever rank videos, I swear a couple times here, there, everywhere somebody does eventually. Let's just say there's an ad for, I don't know, deodorant, and that company says, I don't like swearing at all. I am a religious company. I don't like that kind of stuff. I don't want to get put in front of the video. That's fine. But they need more control. This is for the advertisers, and it's supposed to make it better for the advertisers so they can get what they want, which is more sales or more clicks. More sales, you got like a store thing, Coke, Pepsi, you go to Walmart, wherever, and they want to see a sales increase. G Fuel, great example. You're going to want to show that in front of like a gaming video. They may have some rules, but I'm not going to want to show that in front of, let's say, a makeup tutorial, because I don't think anybody's going to be buying G Fuel and drinking it if it's a makeup tutorial channel. Just that kind of thing. It's to help the advertisers see those clicks on the page. If they don't see clicks and they don't see maybe an uptick in revenue, they may say, wait a second, why in the hell am I spending my money on YouTube when I can throw 5 more TV ads out there? It's whatever. So it's a good thing for the advertisers to have more control over it. However, it does suck in the YouTuber's point of view, just because now you're not making as much money. Now, I know there are ways to do it. People are saying, hey, there's this thing over here. It's called Team Purple. Twitch, hey, come. I know you're a subscription service, but here, come. We don't care. We don't have to deal with ad views. Oh, excuse me. Hey, guess what? You don't have to. You can just have to live stream it. Come on. I know we have this thing called uploads, and it's not as good, but hey, we don't have advertisements. It's all based on subscription. Now, I know that's a bad thing, because let's say I'm in central Wisconsin, or central U.S. Wisconsin. So let's say I stream at 8. Let's say I start a stream until 8 and I go until 2 in the morning. So East Coast, that's 9 until 3. West Coast, West Coast is going to be 2 hours behind that, so 6 until midnight. The other side of the world, say I'm in the UK, so 9, so 11, 12. So that's like 4 in the morning until 8 in the morning. I'm missing that half of the world. Streaming is more of like a thing, Here's my designated audience. You got people out here, you got people out here. But that's not going to do anything out here because they're not going to be awake, or most people aren't awake, or it's an off hour. So let's move on to my thoughts about this. So I am completely removed from this because, one, small channel. Don't get any ad revenue yet. I need at least 100, I believe it's 100,000 channel views or some amount of subscribers. I haven't really looked into it, but it's a good and a bad thing. once the advertiser's actually getting, brand recognition, what they want. But you're hurting the people that are pushing the ads, and they maybe have a family. So let's say I have a family of 4, and now that my ad revenue is gone or going down, let's say I have a channel and 95% of the channel, for whatever reason, watches from the UK. That's 6 hours ahead of me. So let's say, so 2 in the morning is roughly 8 in the morning there. And let's say I want to hit, afternoon, so like, let's just say 6 o'clock there. So I'm going to be working, like a 12 to 9 or 10, or even if I want to hit that really early spot, let's say 8 in the morning, so that's 2 in the morning here, and that's really weird for me, because it would be, hey guys, it's 2 in the morning here. Well, good morning, sun's not up yet, but whatever. But I'm doing that. I don't know, I know why they're doing it. It makes business sense, because then they want upticks and all this stuff. In the end, it does hurt the creators that are pushing these ads, but it needed to change. I know maybe this is an ad bubble. I know people are talking about an ad bubble. Give me a second here. Maybe people are talking about an ad bubble bursting. Hell, who knows? Maybe it's already burst. Maybe this is just the downfall of it. You really don't know until it actually happens. It's kind of like the housing bubble from 2008. Who knows? Maybe we're on the verge of another platform taking over YouTube. Is that going to happen? No. I highly, highly doubt that. This has been going strong for, 10 years? But me, personally, I think it makes business sense, but it does hurt a lot of the people making a living off of this. Now, if I made a living off of this tomorrow, it might be different, but I'm just kind of removed from all of this. Well, if you guys enjoyed this different kind of Friday Ramble, comment, subscribe, and do all that fun stuff. And remember, snitches get stitches.